Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game. He's got full. It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Kaka. Pass is just off target.
Kaka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Kaka. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bullet. That has been knocked clear. He's looking wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nedved. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Davids. Pinches it off him. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Aimed beyond the defence. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Point-blank header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. And back to the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bale. Kaka. Nedved. Oh, that is a nice touch. Showing good feet. Brilliantly cut out. Approaching the half-hour mark. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Chance! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pull it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's the chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi Shot shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a mighty effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lahm. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's well... Shevchenko! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Bale. Pull it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Lahm. Is there any support? He might not need it. So what can they make of this? That's a good run down the left. And it's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Pullet. And Pullet! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Las Vegas Lights
Everyone
really
please
should
welcome
be
the two
thinking
sides.
about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes. But all things... Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nicely spread. So much time and space here. Tries a shot! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He's in a great position here. And it's made its way to him. Real chance! It's a goal! They're back within reach! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kaka might just make this. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Minutes played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice sequence of passes this. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 22.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kaká. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's found a way past. It's a sharp pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
He's played it back. Some good work on the right flank here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the ball is out of play. But there's going to be another change here.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. Coming on the field is number 47.
Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pull it. Now it's Shevchenko. Bale. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Driven forward. Now he's off and running. Now it's Bale. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Nedved. No way through, so back it comes. That's really well manoeuvred. Chance here to counter. He's in plenty of space here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this. Shot at goal! And it's in! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So now the difference is 3. It's just beyond his reach. Passing is crisp and sharp, distributed tidily. And the cup, Shevchenko! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Four added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on 4 minutes. Good ball, good take. Nedved wins the duel this time. Played into space. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponent. Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. We are in... And the shot! Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
That is a great pick out. That ball looks a good one. Thinks about the shot. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Davids. Lahm. Davids. Here's Nedved. And it's Davids. Tries to pass it through. Spread it left. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lahm. Aims beyond the defence. He has found a way through. Gets into some space. Bale. Bale going full tilt down the left. And it's Shevchenko. Now Davids, played back in. Bullet, well read, and the danger is averted. But they've got it again. Bale, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved, Shevchenko, and he's picked it up out wide, crossed into the middle, cleared away.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nedved. Davids! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Messi. Backward it goes. More and more pressure on the ball here. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Davids. Lahm. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. He's a sharp little ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Louisville clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Kaka. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Nedved. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Bale. He'll try to keep this alive. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Nedved. Good ball, good take. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest.
Chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! And he gets rid in a hurry. Nedved. And he's been shifted off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Messi. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Spread out to the left. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Kaka, and this is Bale. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Nedved. Shot a goal! He has done it! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Number 8.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Hullet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out.
And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And the return pass. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's fabulous. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Louisville really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. No, again there's no way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Great chance! And he hits the net! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Number 8, Pavel Never.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Pass is just off target.
Been indicated.
Kaka looking to be a menace in the final third. He shifted it to the flank. He's found some space. And the finish! Oh, in he goes again! They've scored! Deep into injury time! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
That's shocking.
Number 10.
And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Nedved taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Las Vegas Lights really had a measure of control throughout.